Today, we are going to talk about three things that we are excited about for 2023.
So we're getting closer to 2023. One of the first things that Eric and I are really excited about is the economy. And you're probably wondering, why are we excited about the economy? The economy isn't the best. Well, in bad economies, there a lot of opportunities come up. The question is, are you going to be ready for it? Remember, even if you don't have a lot of capital, you can work out interesting deals. We know people who are buying companies that are just using debt or installment plans or seller-based financing. For me, for example, when the markets get bad and some of my competitors announce that they're doing restructuring in corporate America or the corporate world is just a fancy word for layoffs in many cases. And it's to quote unquote improve efficiencies. And when we see that, it's like, cool. When there's blood, there's a great opportunity to scoop up amazing talent. People don't like being part of companies that are just continually laying off more and more people. And Eric and I may be in a position where we have to lay off and we don't have a choice because the economy gets so bad. Neither of us are in that, have to worry about that right now, but no one knows, right? If there's another COVID event and people just stop doing business, if it was reversed like a crazy cyber attack globally and people don't want to do online businesses anymore, Eric and I would be screwed, right? And it would cause us to have to do layoffs. I know that's like doom and gloom and very unlikely, but the point I'm getting at is after COVID, I realized that you really don't know what's going to happen into the future. But for us, the first opportunity that we're really excited about is there's going to be a lot of opportunities to scoop up better talent and better businesses and expand more because of that.
Yeah, before I go into number two, if you think about it right now, it is actually an employer's market. So I think both Neil and I are talking to really amazing people right now. And we haven't seen that, right? And I think there's a reset that's coming because the last couple of years, it's really the tech companies that have dragged up compensations and like all the benefits. You get everything. You come out of college, I'll pay you 500 grand as a developer. So I think that's all being reset. And even the large tech companies, really kind of everyone follows them and they're really tightening their belts now, right? And so this means that some of the largest companies in the world, like the Microsofts, the Amazons, they're going to have to cut people, right? And they're kind of money printing machines, and so a lot of stuff is uncertain right now. The other thing too is I don't know if I think you saw this, Neil. I posted this the other day, but Germany has restarted its money printing machine, so I think Europe's getting back to it quickly. There's actually like it's very possible that we go on and turn on the money printing machine again. But I think there's no doubt that, we're in a situation right now where people are fearful. And when people are fearful, you want to be greedy, right? So Warren Buffett over there. And it's going to be interesting because like everyone says that in like an up market, but like it's going to be interesting to see who actually executes on that during a down market. So anyway, my number two is on YouTube. So I'm very excited about YouTube, partly because I think it's going to help us skyrocket this podcast even more. I think more people are looking at YouTube. It's the second largest search engine in the world. I mean, it's owned by Google. Google's going to favor it, and so I just think there's so much room to grow on YouTube, and they're continually putting dollars into it, and they really favor creators, and so. With shorts, they're going to make it better. The algorithm is favoring smaller creators now. So I'm just really excited about it, partly because I want to grow on YouTube long term. And then podcast, that's something I want to grow long term. So it serves both of the needs that we want.
And I'll give you guys a last one. So the last one, the third tip was I'm excited about international expansion. And if you think about 2023, there's still a lot of countries in Africa that aren't massive yet. There's still a lot of countries in LATAM that aren't, what did I say? Did I say awesome or big?
I forgot what you said.
I don't know what I said, but I meant big yet. Like they haven't really grown yet. Same with LATAM and same with Southeast Asia. But I think 10 years from now, a lot of those countries will be booming. There's just so many people in Africa. There's so many people in Latin America. There's so many people in Southeast Asia and countries like Indonesia. Look at the potential in Nigeria, right? It's just like we take a lot of these countries like Nigeria, Egypt for granted when we shouldn't, and there'll be a lot of business to be made for a lot of companies around the world. Maybe not right now, but you fast forward 10 years, I bet you things will look drastically different. So the question is are you going to be ready? And if you want to be ready, you got to start expanding internationally now.
Yeah, you have to understand where the asymmetrical upside is. So really asymmetrical would be taking a look at Africa. And people are people. People are amazing. More and more of the world is coming online. Starlink is making internet accessible everywhere. I mean, look at what Elon has done when he's kind of just beamed it down to Ukraine, beamed it down to Iran, I believe, as well. And
Yeah.
so technology is amazing.
Dude, even look at like Russia. I know most of us believe have a strong feelings that Russia should not be invading Ukraine. At least Eric and I have that feeling. But what's really cool is you're even seeing, amazing people in Russia protesting and not wanting the war and going to jail over it and all this kind of stuff, right? Like there's potential everywhere. There's massive populations. I know Russia's pretty much annexed out for most countries doing business, but I bet you within 10 years that'll change. And from a lot of the people, at least from what I'm reading, don't want to be in wars globally anywhere, right? We're also dependent on each other globally. No one wants to be in wars. Everyone wants to live peacefully, or most people want to live peacefully, and it'll just create a lot of room for opportunity for international expansion.
Yep. All right. So that is it for today. Please don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. It helps us grow, and we'll catch you later.